You cannot know life by its cover. Heaven Letter number 4893. April 18, 2014. Sometimes it is hard for you to trust. Sometimes, this is even so when it comes to me. You may in theory consider me all-knowing. Certainly you would call me omniscient and omnipresent and so forth. Yes, you would. You probably would. Yet, when it comes to a specific incident in your life, you are not so sure that I know anything at all. The thing is, beloveds, you can't look at life piecemeal. You cannot know life by the cover. Of course, you want your life to come up roses. You would like to pick your own flowers, and everything would be Jim dandy. The thing is that you see piecemeal. You don't see the whole trail or the purpose of it. You may be thinking that, if you have to climb a mountain, the mountain does not have to be so steep. You wonder why I do not provide more footholds. You may get to the top and then wonder what the whole climb was for. Now you have a greater view, and, yet now, you have to go back down the mountain. You may see your youth as climbing the mountain and aging as descending the mountain. It's understandable that you ask the question why, and yet why gets you a winding reply and doesn't really answer your puzzled heart. Every moment of this life you live is precious. It is a very precious moment. Life seems to come to you in increments, and, yet, as you have heard, there is only this moment. If you could experience this moment without a before and without an after, you would hold this moment in the palm of your hand, and you would see it as the precious jewel that it is. As it is, you tend to see progression or regression or aggression. You add or subtract from this moment of life on earth, and you object. Even if your life, as you see it, is in disarray, you can be happy just the same. If you could but accept the miracle that life is and that you are, your life as it is would pick up a new tempo. Just as there are many kinds of music, just as there are many kinds of dances, and no matter how much you may delight in music and dance, you resist the changing music and dance of life. You want one tune, and you want it constantly. You want one note for your life, and you want that one note to be only high. That's what you think anyway. That's what you like to think. You may think that life is to unfold in one way, yet life unfolds in another. Beloveds, life is rich. Life is not Johnny one note, yet you tell yourself you would prefer it one way. Not only do you believe you would prefer, you believe you are supposed to have it just as you would prefer life to be. You feel something is the matter when life doesn't hand you what you desire. No matter how dire your life and life itself may seem to you, you cannot order life around. You may lead it. You may have brought it to you, and yet you protest. How can you trust in God when, from your point of view, your limited point of view, you feel I make mistakes and, sometimes, big ones? You are insistent that life is supposed to be different, yet life is what it is, and, just the same, your life is what you make of it. What if you did not make judgments? What if you must assess, you could assess life differently? What if you could accept that it's okay for a lion to roar and a mouse to squeak and life to be as it comes down the chute? What if you could know that there is more to life than what you see? What if you could truly know that life is a gift in all its aspects and not just some? There is something in it for you to be alive on earth and not object to or protest so much. Channeled by Gloria Wendroff. heavenletters.org